What's going on, guys? We're going to do a little technical analysis and we're going to talk about snow. So snow, I put in a little bit of a signal this morning, actually last night, right? Let me see what time I put this in. So if I go to gold members watch list in the Discord, it was last night, yesterday, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So what I said was snow. This might need 1 or 2 days to build, and it actually did it today, but this might need 1 or 2 days to build. What I want is to go ahead and set an alert for 233.91 long side play. Does have a gap up that needs to be filled, could stretch if confirms. So if we just kind of look at what's going on here with snow, right off the day, we did get this initial push higher, followed by an hour worth of consolidation, followed by a back test, right? So the back test came into this rising 1 hour support here off the 20-day moving average. We never lost the 20-day moving average, so this needs to tell you that we still remain bullish in the stock. Even if you did enter in right off the gates here and then you did sit through this pullback here, there's nothing to be concerned about. This has been going sideways for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. We got a low range here of 206 and we had that top range of around 233.91. Now, the reason why I was kind of looking at that 233.91 area was if we kind of go here to the daily chart and I just expand this a little bit, you can see this little bit of indecision wick that we had here before we had the sell off into 164. This is going back to March the 3rd. This is the area where we kind of gap down here. We put in this high. It's also correlating with this bounce spot that we had going back here to January. So when we kind of came down here in January and tagged this level, we really went on a little ripper magoo here and then came all the way back down to this area and was trying to actually hold this area around 233, but we got this nasty gap down below earnings. So what has happened now since earnings on snow is that we did have that initial flush and wash out to 164 with the overall markets. But if you've been following the NASDAQ, the SPY, so forth and so forth, so many stocks have come off of the bottom. It's still too early to say if we're not going to get that, third, fourth extended leg down across the market. As the triple Qs are coming into the 200-day moving average, I would definitely be a little bit more cautious the more you're loading up. And so, in fact, what you need to be doing now is if you have been buying this dip or have been trading this dip, scale out and take some profits along the way. Not to say that we are not going to go higher, but we always want to make sure that we are protected in case something does happen to the downside. So with that being said, I realistically thought that snow was going to try to test this area, but maybe chop around for 1 or 2 more days. That's realistically what I was thinking, and maybe going towards Wednesday or Thursday with the market help behind it, get a push through this 233. But market was extremely strong today, and let me just go back to my hourly chart here. Market was extremely strong today. We did have a little bit of a pullback, you can see here, and then we really just the last 3-4 hours of the market just kind of just really ripped and rallied through this 333. So the play came into effect. What I was looking for here was the confirmation of the 233.91. Let's just call it 234. You can see that we stopped to a T here at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and when this next candle opened, we had a little bit of a pullback and then rallied higher. This was going to be your entry here through 334, and then we did get this push into the close all the way to highs of 238. So that's a 4-point move from the pivot. Now, I did have someone in the Discord today, they kind of played this bounce spot on snow, so they let it kind of rip and then they let it pull back, and then they kind of bought as long as we were over this 20-period moving average. Now, they did not sell all the way up here because you never know how high a stock is going to go, especially if you're scalping or day trading. You're always just kind of want to take that secured cash flow on the way up and then reevaluate the trade. So what I want to point out and look for going into tomorrow and the rest of the week is if snow has a little bit of a pullback here, what I would like to see at least this 230 area hold, right? This 229, 230 area, you can see we tagged it here once, we tagged it here twice, we tagged it here again, and it was acting as resistance. So 229, 230, even if we do get some sort of pullback on snow, I would like to see this area hold now, chop around in this zone, and then push higher. Now, as soon as we get that push higher through 330 and 334 the second time, that's when you're going to want to get long in your position yet again. Obviously, your high of day break going into tomorrow and the following day is going to be that 238, 239. You could definitely play that breakout there. Just understand that when you do play breakouts, you have a little bit more of an area that is going to come down. Now, why do I have it like that? Just know that we can come down just know that we can come down. If you play a breakout and you play this initial breakout, you can then quickly fade back down here to these levels, and you kind of have to hold through this level. As long as we don't lose a 230, I would still feel comfortable holding that position, but you always kind of want to get that break and retest. So if we do put in a new high over the 238, 239 area, what you're going to want to see is then a pullback and then a Ripper Magoo again to go long. Snow looks really, really good, especially from the option side. Congratulations to everyone who took this play. Guys, if you want to trade with me each and every single day live, join my Discord. That link is down in the description box below. Fantastic group of guys, fantastic group of women that are trading each and every single day in there. Definitely become a member. Definitely, talk to people, throw your ideas around and learn, right? And learn, especially if you're a newer trader and you need, more experience when it comes to price action, more experience on a strategy. If you guys are looking for a strategy and want to use my strategy, definitely go to evolutiontraders.com, become a lifetime member, guys. I will help you guys out 100,000 million%. With that being said, I will see you guys all in the next video. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube, and I'll catch you guys all later.